Windmills. They're not just a challenging obstacle on the putt-putt course. No, they're also Trump's arch enemy. They're part of his origin story. You know, like a superhero whose parents were killed by a very slowly moving fan. And Trump doesn't just hate windmills like a Jehovah's Witness. No, he's going door to door to try and get everyone else to hate them too. And he's got all kinds of reasons, starting with the danger that they pose to America's most precious resource, television.
If Hillary got in, you wouldn't have that stat, I can tell you right now. You'd be doing windmills, and if it doesn't blow, you can forget about television for that night. Darling, I want to watch television. I'm sorry, the wind isn't blowing. I know a lot about wind.
What? What the f does that mean? I know a lot, like we all know the same amount about wind. What do you need to know about wind? You can use it to fly a kite, sometimes it screws up your umbrella, and if it goes in a circle, it's a tornado. That's it, we're done. Also, I like that instead of talking about the effects of a power outage on things like hospitals or airports, the worst case scenario Trump could think of was no TV. Like, TV is so important to Trump, he probably lists it as his emergency contact. If anything happens to me, turn to channel 7, please. And also, does Trump not know what a battery is? Huh? Because you realize a wind turbine doesn't plug directly into your TV, okay? He makes it seem like the faster the windmill goes, the faster your TV slows on, you know? It's like the shows on TV playing faster and faster. On a windy day, it's just like on the news today, the people over there, somebody gonna get somebody, bazinga. Oh, and according to Trump, the danger windmills pose to television is nothing compared to what it does to nature's airplanes, the birds.
The wind kills all your birds killed.
They kill so many birds. You look underneath some of those windmills, it's like a killing field of birds.
In California, if you kill a bald eagle, they put you in jail for 5 years. And yet the windmills knock them out like flies. It's crazy.
What about the thousands of birds they're killing? Try going to the bottom of a windmill someday. It's not a pretty picture.
How many windmills does this guy visit? And why is he always going to the base of them? Driver, stop the car. I want to count the dead birds. Now, to be fair to Trump, right? Windmills do kill birds, right? And some people are legitimately concerned about it. But I don't think Donald Trump is one of those people. Like, Trump doesn't really care about the welfare of birds. In fact, to me, it looks like he's on a mission to wipe out the entire species on his own. But let's say you don't care about TV or birds or getting fake cancer. You may want to pay attention to this, because windmills are also a threat to America's national security.
We love clean, beautiful West Virginia coal. We love it. Right. And you know, that's indestructible stuff. In times of war, in times of conflict, you can blow up those windmills. They fall down real quick. You can blow up the windmills, you know, the windmills. Boom, boom, boom. Bing, that's the end of that windmill.
Don't build windmills because they can be blown up during war. Yeah, so can everything else. Every power source can be blown up during a war. Yeah, in fact, a blown up windmill probably has the least fallout. With oil, you have spills. With nuclear power, you have radiation. If you bomb a windmill, what's the worst that happens, huh? It's just gonna fall on a pile of dead birds. That's it. So clearly, Donald Quixote over here is in a war with windmills. The question is, why? Well, we did some digging, and it turns out the beef started almost a decade ago.
Trump is an outspoken critic of wind farms and opposes a planned development of turbines just offshore from his golf course in northeast Scotland. Trump told lawmakers he supports other forms of green energy, but wind turbines are ugly, noisy, and dangerous.
Wind turbines made in China are going to be the destruction and almost a total destruction of your tourism industry.
They want to build thousands of windmills in the waters that surround the most beautiful shoreline probably anywhere in the world. It has to be stopped. Scotland has a group of leaders, one in particular, who just is foistering them on the people, and it's really, really sad.
Of course. It all makes sense now. It was never really about birds or television. It was always about golf. Yeah. And by the way, Trump is wrong on 2 counts. Experts say that windmills near a golf course don't destroy tourism, and experts also say that foistering is not a word. But this is great news. This is great news. We understand it, right? He hates the windmills because they block his view of his golf course. But now we understand what Trump's motivating force is, right? Golf courses. That's the one thing he will do anything to protect. And now that we know this, we can use it to solve the world's problems. Like Puerto Rico. If you want Trump to stop blocking your hurricane funding, just turn your island into a giant golf club, and the money will come flying in like, no, no, no.